I am still under contract with Max. I just no longer give a damn.
You have earned my fist going directly up your ass.
Don't take any shortcuts. You want to be a real bad guy? You want to be the devil? Then make a name for yourself by doing it right.
This is the real test of if you're a true professional wrestler. My challenge is for a 1-hour Iron Man match.
5 more minutes.
Max is the devil!
This worrying you're doing about the devil, it all goes away today. Because you see, from now on, you're considered my property.
Hey, Maxie boy, at the end of the day, you will have them, they will have you, and I will have the Triple B, baby!
6 months later.
And the Joker.
Punk's got the heart. Not to say that Moxley doesn't, for God's sake. I'm not implying that. This man is a special breed of...
So it's been a few months now, and your continuous, unexcused, extended absence is hurting the company, and it's definitely hurting the fans. And I know you don't care about the fans at all, but I do. So if you will show up at All Out, I am willing to swallow a very bitter pill for the sake of the fans. I'll put you in the casino ladder match. I won't force you to sign an extension, and I will pay you $. But you have to show up at All Out. This is my final offer. You're not going to get a better one.
You're stupid, old man. I'm a snake. The greatest thing the devil ever did was make you people believe he didn't exist.
And I am the devil himself.
Can you explain the all-out brawl situation to the best of your ability?
Right.
Okay, so
CM Punk was annoyed.
CM Punk is a very grumpy man.
Because Hangman Page in a promo months before brought up stuff that he didn't like.
And CM Punk wins the AEW World Championship, and he does a press conference.
And said, I don't like Hangman, and a bunch of other people in this company, and they all suck.
He called Hangman Page an empty-headed dumb f***, which wasn't very nice.
CM Punk is always right. CM Punk was correct in saying what he had to say.
And then they all fought.
And then he had a big fight.
And there was a dog.
Ace Steel bit Kenny Omega, a big fight broke out, and the dog got saved.
And they all got suspended.
And then Ace Steel killed Kenny Omega by beating him to death with CM Punk's dog.
I'm not the same kid I was the first time you and I crossed paths, John. Not by a long shot. Nah. Cause I ain't playing a character, John. You are. Walking around all tough, big, bad John Moxley. You're a joke. You're about as much as a joke as these schmucks. But I read your book, John. It was a real good read. I especially love the part where you talked about your childhood, because it turns out you were raised much the same as all these people here in Albany, New York. Uneducated, poor, white trash scumbag from the sticks. And you got bullied, didn't you, John? Cameraman, get in the corner. And you got bullied, didn't you, John? You got beat down, you got your bicycle stolen, didn't you? And when stuff like that happens, it forces men to put on a front. And it works, John. You built a great character. That's why these morons chant your name every week. You're old enough to drown all your childhood trauma in alcohol like a worthless drunk. But I'll give you credit, man. You beat the habit. And it takes... You shut your mouth, fat boy! I'll give you credit, man. You kicked the habit, you got sober. And that takes a lot of intestinal fortitude, guts, bravery. You slayed your demons, you defeated your disease. But here's the problem, John. My brain is far more dangerous than your disease. Moxley, if you do not tread lightly, you will find out that I am that demon! And I'm a demon you can't slay. When I was 19 years old, training in the business for 1 year at the Creative Pro Wrestling Academy, one faithful day I get pulled over to the side by my trainers, Pat Buck and Brian Myers. And they're good guys. They're good guys. And they say, kid, congrats, your hard work's paid off. We got you WWE extra work. And to some that might not sound like a lot, but to me at the time, it was the only show in town and it was an opportunity. And an opportunity is all I needed. So I packed my best gear, I put on my best suit, and I drove to the Barclays Center, didn't I? And then, me and the extras, we were all put together, and we were then greeted and spoken to by none other than Sir William Regal. I was shaking like a leaf. I got in that ring, but I knew I wasn't fighting for a contract. I was fighting for my life, because make no mistake about it, Will, professional wrestling is my life! After the match was over and I was soaking wet, I was victorious, and every single one of you looked at me like I had 8 heads. And then you pulled me away from the group and you said, follow me. And you brought me to a separate room where it was just the 2 of us. And you said, kid, you got 3 minutes to sell yourself to me. Go. And boy, did I. You said, kid, I'm gonna get you a job here today. I was gonna be a superstar! I had done it. My dream was about to be accomplished. And then, with a crooked grin, you said, "How old are you, kid?" And I said, 19 years old, sir. My heart stopped, my dreams evaporated in that fell swoop. And in that fell swoop, my heart stopped, but then you resuscitated me with your version of hope. You said to me, "Kid, I don't like to put my name on many people, but when I do, they get jobs here. The list is small, but the list is as follows: Claudio Castagnoli, Bryan Danielson, and Cincinnati's own Jon Moxley." You told me to send you a match and a promo every month. Month 3 comes along, and you send me a promo that I have saved to my phone to this day. You send me a promo. Smirk all you want, you son of a bitch. You send me a promo. You send me a promo that I have read every single day since. Let me read it to you here today live. Unfortunately for you, the game has changed. The WWE exclusively hires the best talent in the world to the top world-class athletes. When you're one of them, then maybe send me your stuff. Yours sincerely, William Regal. That's the email you sent to a 19-year-old kid, a child with a dream, and you squandered it! Look at me, no, look at me. This is real life, goddammit. When I read that email, I wanted to quit professional wrestling. I wanted to quit my life. Look me in the eyes when I say this. That email made me want to kill myself. And then I realized that if I did, then you and all the naysayers would win, and I couldn't have that. Now could I, Will? No. And now here we are, and my God, have the tables turned. The year is 2022, and you are nothing more but a sad, withered old man who got fired!
Somebody who is going to be a big star. I wanted to light a fire under your backside. One, because we live in a day and age where you can't have grown men smashing your face in when you're 16 and when you're 17 and when you're crying every single night that you go to bed and there's blood running out of every hole in your body and you want to quit, but you won't let yourself. Because at 17, I said, no, I will not quit. I will keep going because I am going to be a professional wrestler. And if a bloody email is what it took to get you to this place, and you've held on to that for 7 years. You've had it easy, sunshine. I'm what they call an ODV. That's an ordinary decent villain. Anybody that steps between these ropes, that's fair game. You never put your hand on somebody like Mr. Shibani. I wanted you to be where you are. I knew you had it in you. The only problem is, you let me down because you took your shoulders. You haven't done anything to prove anything to me yet. Just because you're getting paid here doesn't prove anything to me. Just because you're making lots of money, that still doesn't prove anything to me. You hire people to do your back work for you. You wear a ring to knock people out. I didn't need a ring to knock people out. When I used these, it was because I just like hitting people with them. Max, don't take any shortcuts. You want to be a real bad guy, you want to be the devil, then make a name for yourself by doing it right. Beat everybody that stands in front of you, and I don't care what liberties you take with competitors. Just get to that place. But if you want to be the devil, show the world right now. Or are you going to just take another shortcut And so you can come out here and act like a victim and whine and cry. Still have a lot to prove.
MJF, you want to prove just who the hell you say you are? Why don't you get your little suburban ass out here in my ring in Cincinnati right now?
Whoa. Looks like he's going to answer the call here, doesn't it? Let's see. Well, there he is.
He's got the
oh,
he's
got the ref and the champ. You're right. We're gonna have another match. Cash it in, dude.
You want to talk about me cutting corners? Nah. You want to talk about me being a man? These people know I'm a man. Here's what's gonna go down. I'm gonna cash that chip in, but when I do, I don't want you at 50%. I don't want you right after a match. I want you 110%. I don't want any excuses. I want to make sure that when I beat you clean, smack dab in the middle of the ring, that there's not a goddamn question that I'm better than you, and you know it. I'm cashing my chip in full gear.
Wow.
Because for the first time, look at me when I say this, Regal, you piece of shit. For the first time in my miserable life, I'm gonna earn it.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what you're gonna earn. You're gonna earn the heel of my boot in your mouth. You're gonna earn your teeth rolling around in the inside of your mouth, going down your... You have earned my fist going directly up your ass. You have earned your esophagus, your throat, your larynx, getting squeezed until your head turns purple and it pops off like a Pez dispenser. You have earned at Full Gear a date with destiny, a date that a lot of people don't even make it out of the ring standing, a date with Jon Moxley, a date with the best wrestler in the world, a date with the AEW World Champion. We're gonna find out exactly what you're made of, and I'm gonna make you an example and show the whole world that getting in the ring with me is dangerous as all hell.
We'll be facing John for the title at Full Gear. How do you feel ahead of a match that monumental?
How do I feel about wrestling Jon Moxley? Do you mind if I borrow this real quick? You guys mean this guy?
MJF at Full Gear. I'm gonna mash your bones, man. I'm gonna drink your blood. I'm gonna gargle your piss. Cause I'm Jon freaking Moxley.
That guy, is that who we're talking about? Okay, listen, Renee and Virginia, I love you, baby, first of all. Let's just talk about that real quick. With all due respect, for all your shortcomings, too. With all due respect, and I do mean with all due respect, when I think of Jonathan, only one word comes to mind, and that word, it's got 3 letters, and it starts with an M, and that word is man.
Max, you can't just say with all due respect and then say something insulting like that.
Renee, with all due respect, shut your mouth.
I mean, who is MJF? It's hard to figure out. He seems to be having some kind of existential identity crisis right now. Who exactly is MJF? We know the MJF that he shows to the world. He dresses very nice. He wears a fake diamond ring. He wears clothes his mom bought for him at JCPenney. He wants to put on the air of somebody rich and successful. He talks the talk of a big-time world champion pro wrestler, the kind he wants to be. But dude, I actually am a multi-millionaire, multi-time world champion, so you can't fool me. I ain't buying it. He calls himself a pillar, even though he has no idea what it feels like to have any weight on his back. What's more amusing is MJF calls himself the devil. The devil. He really does. MJF calls himself the devil. Dude, I have seen the devil. I have met the devil. I have looked into his eyes. I have met some very bad people, been some very bad places, seen some bad people do some very bad things. And dude, you are not that. You are not that at all. Now I want you, as William Regal wants you, to fulfill your potential one day and put this company on your back. We are, after all, teachers. You can do your song and dance in the lead up to Full Gear. You can talk your trash, do your dog and pony show. I'm not worried about that at all. I'm worried about what you got in your guts, because I'm gonna bring it out of you. When you step into the ring in your hometown in Newark, New Jersey at Full Gear, just remember one thing. Everything you've done up to this point has been easy.
John, while you're laying there, hopefully in a ton of pain, let me explain something. I did not save your ass because I like you, John. No, I saved you because I don't want any of your pissant Mark fan club making any excuses for you when I knock your lights clean out. No dynamite diamond ring necessary. Ain't that right, Will? You can dump me on my head as many times as you want. You can make me bleed buckets. You can snap, crackle, and pop every single ligament, joint, and bone in my body, but I will not stop because I need that belt more than I need water, more than I need food, and more than I need oxygen. Because when you're the man that holds the AEW World Title, that makes you the best wrestler on God's green earth, and God damn it, it's my time! I heard you last week when you said I'm not the devil. That's classic. John, maybe I haven't been listening very well, so allow me to tell you, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he doesn't exist. And this Saturday at Full Gear, you are going to find out that I am the devil himself, because my name is Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and I'm better than you.
Every time MJF has been faced with a big challenge in AEW, there's always been some sort of external force that mysteriously swoops in and helps MJF win those matches.
MJF is the type of guy that by any means necessary, you know?
I have done a lot of bad things in my life. And I'm not saying that if I win this title, it washes that all away. But more than anything, even if it only lasts for 3 seconds, what that world title means to me is being able to let go of all the bullshit, of all the trauma, of all the heartache. It means it was all worth it.
Playview next. And he calls for the bell. Yeah, I don't think it blows with this guy. Moxley back elbow doesn't connect. Attempted.
Oh, look at this, showing up Moxley.
We have seen just how vicious he can be. 99% counter for the AEW World Championship. Moxley once again hoists MJF up. On something like those little shots to the ribs, and MJF it's wait, or a left, or just a left. Counter. MJF whips into the corner. 1, 2.
Now come the ring.
Oh, there's a cut. Got him cinched. And he might cover. 2 and no. This is going to be bad. This is going to happen. Match over. 2, and no! Heat seeker here. Whoa, heat seeker, yeah. Yeah, oh! MJF covers. No way. He's got him. I'm looking for that heat. MJF and the shot. Bucket for the guy who applied it. Driving. Mox has to do this. Watch this land. For the elbow shoulder, but he makes the cover. And oh! Spit at him. He's so smart. Oh! Do what you got to do, I guess. But MJF
puts it down.
He threw down the ring. But wait, behind MJF is John Mox. Remsburg is down. Wait, Paul Turner. 2. No! But he's out here. Bulldog choke, maybe. Oh, what? Oh, Paul it is. The Bulldog choke and MJF. He's tapping out. He's tapping out. What? 1, 2, 3.
World champion. We were absolutely stunned.
They want to get the world title around your waist. This time you mustn't grab the dynamite ring. Instead, you must grab the brass one. He did not simply want me to beat Jon Moxley, no. He wanted me to leave Jon Moxley with a lesson in the form of an emotional scar so he would never forget the day he was outsmarted by MJF. Let's talk about this belt, shall we? Out with the old and in with the new. And that's precisely why whenever I look at this title, I kind of want to gag in my mouth. And that's not just because I'm in Indiana. No. It's...
Oh, wow.
Please zoom in.
It's a Burberry pattern on the championship title leather. That's gorgeous.
That's one of the worst things I've ever seen, Taz.
Oh, come on, that's beautiful.
He has desecrated our title. He has desecrated our title.
All right, back it up. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the new and improved World Heavyweight Championship, the Triple B, the Big Burberry Belt.
Well, the Triple B sucks, okay?
Oh, come on. Everybody on my show, in my locker room, and on my roster. As long as I'm in this company, you will never know what it feels like to be on top. Because I am going to be world champion for a very long time. All the way, in fact, until the bidding war of 2024, where I will use Triple B as a bargaining chip to get the biggest money contract in the history of our business. I will make more money in a day than any of you white trash, disgusting hicks will see in your worthless, miserable lives. But I'm not deaf. I know there's a interesting amount of you who were over the moon when I became your world champion. Okay, and to you people I say, fantastic. But just call me Mystic Max because I have a feeling your happiness will soon turn to resentment because you people are fickle. Pretty soon you'll be saying stuff like, I am sick of MJF. He's so boring. He's so repetitive. All he does is talk. He never wrestles. He's a coward. There it is. You know who's gonna keep tuning in every single week? Praying to God someone takes Triple B off of me? You. During my long and fruitful illustrious reign as world champion, Triple B will be defended very rarely and I will wrestle very rarely because unlike everyone else in this business, I'm a special attraction. We're now in the era of MJF and my reign of terror has just begun. Just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart,
oh God! What is wrong with him? Oh my God, Max, what are you?
It's funny.
You said I had much to learn, and yet you're the one who made a deal with the devil. So allow me to leave you with the same words you left me 7 long years ago. Will, the game has changed. MJF exclusively hires top talents or top world-class athletes. When you're one of them, send me your stuff. Yours sincerely, the world champion, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.